Welcome back to a setup podcast. I'm your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. Man, I'm still in
Yo,
these damn back rooms. I feel like
yeah,
we
bro.
close. I'm not taking this off until we get out of there. I just
I'm
want to put
fine.
that
I'm
out there.
fine with that. I think we're almost there, though. We're
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
there.
we're close. We're close.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming back from a little brief vacation thing, and it's kind of short notice, so we figured it'd be easy to just do a little online Zoom one. We'll be back in a normal space next week, hopefully,
Yes, yes.
Lord willing. But Mark, how are you? I just saw you Saturday, but what's new? How you doing? Did you survive the storm that we experienced last night?
Yeah, I did. I did get through that. It was very random. Out of nowhere, just thunderstorm. I was confused. I was like, what's happening right now? Are we about to die? Because like it was clear as day throughout the whole like 6 days. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I think we're good. And there was nothing about this on the weather, at least from what I saw. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. Here, just a loud thunder crash. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so what's happening? But yeah, it was good.
It was like, yeah, like you said, it was super hot the whole day. Everything was cool, but like it was hot. But you could look at we're looking at the sky. We're like, it's kind of cloudy though. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
And then we hopped out of a supermarket. Friend Manpreet that I went to visit back in March came to visit in the US. That's what I'm talking about. Copped out the supermarket, looked cloudy. We got in the car. I'm like, let me just see what the weather app is going on because she was also leaving that same evening.
Yeah.
And it did say it was going to rain briefly, but I'm like, we didn't see any of that. Like you said, there was nothing in the forecast, but we saw the clouds. And then the second we stopped in the car, one drop landed on my windshield, and then it just like that downpour started. It was like, damn, like perfect timing. And we did everything we needed to do, so everything was cool. But she made it back. I just spoke to her a couple minutes ago. She just stepped in her crib, so
Nice.
she's home safe.
That's good.
But yeah, man, it was cool. Got to show her around, get to be the host for once. Showed her a lot. She loved it, which I didn't expect because she has like the British undertone of like I hate America. So she enjoyed it. She enjoyed New York and the Philly, so which is cool.
It's good.
Yeah, but something that like obviously I've been out the loop, so I'm running around. I'll speak briefly on our trip a little bit in a second, but like I was like, what can I talk about that I've missed? Because I haven't been on socials like that. I've barely been. I just been so much on like moving around mode and like traveling type stuff. Mark, are you a fan of the Olympics? I don't know if I ever like. Do you watch it closely?
I mean, like not closely. I mean, like if it's something that I see on and I just happen to like catch it for something, I'm like, oh, cool. That's what's up. I would say, if anything, the one thing I would probably watch the most is probably the gymnastics.
Yeah.
Like that's probably like the best thing.
Gabby Douglas, 5 foot ass, just breaking records.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's always controversial. Comes up every 4 years. Obviously, like there's always a bunch of weird stuff around it, and like it's not the best thing in the world. Like obviously, everybody makes it out to be this huge big thing, but there's a lot of like it's like a dark side to it. Can get into that in a second. The reason I even bring it up in the first place, like I love sports in general. The Olympics is kind of different, where it's like it's this great big competition that everybody waits for every year, but some of the sports are like not your traditional, like at least American sports.
Yeah,
because like I don't like I'll watch basketball, football, whatever, and everything's cool. But next thing you know, I'm cheering for like U.S. water polo, and I don't give a damn about water polo. I just care that I see my flag on it.
Bro, it's just a bunch of people just jumping up and down the water.
Yeah.
Chucking that ball.
It doesn't feel like it should be legit. It feels like something that I play with my friends in the back of my house.
It seems like a custom game. Like somebody was like, oh, let's just, see who wins this friendly game. But no, they take it serious.
It should be in the same boat as like cornhole, like it's like backyard barbecue sport.
Yeah.
It should be its own thing. It should be on the Ocho. But yeah, so Olympics, cool. The reason I bring it up in the first place is because it's in Paris this time around.
Mm-hmm.
It's in France. And one of the dark sides of the Olympics that people don't speak about is the fact that you're hosting it and you're hosting the entire world. It's a lot that goes into it. You have to host the athletes and keep them safe in their own section. There's like the Olympic Village is a whole other eggshell of stuff that you can look into. But the city itself has to prepare for it. And I believe last one was in Brazil or something, I believe. People didn't like it because obviously you spend all this money to host all these people, and then it kind of leaves the citizens as in the back burner. Like all this stuff is like spent to this expensive thing that's going to generate a lot of money, but the people that actually live there, it just ends up getting trashed by all the people that visit, and then you're left with the aftermath because you live in Paris and all the people are just coming to see this event. One of the big things is obviously there's swimming and like triathlons and marathons that happen around the sport, and in Paris, one of the main areas that is going to be used for the swimming triathlon portion portion is the Seine River, which is like an important river in France. It's a really big deal in Paris. It's dirty as hell because like pollution and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The French government spent like $1.3 billion just on this river to clean it before the Olympics, which is in the middle of next month. And it's not clean. It's still green. So they already like Parisians are pissed because a $1.3 billion of their money, I'm assuming it's usually tax dollars or whatever it may be, spent to this river. It's not even clean.
No.
And the Olympics is next month. They don't even, a lot of times, a lot of people don't even want the Olympics there.
Yeah.
So, as Parisians do, I don't know if you know this, but the French are really big on protests. They go crazy for some protests. So due to this, I'm upset that I missed it. I spent yesterday, saying bye to my girl Manpreet, and yesterday was a planned protest in Paris and around the world where everybody was going to intentionally poop into the Seine River as a protest to the money that was wasted and to kind of, mess things up for the Olympics.
Yeah, you did miss that. All right.
I did. And it was even great. Like, I wish I knew about this sooner because I would have taken part, whatever the right way to say that is. There was a website that could show you how to calculate what time to poop and flush so that it could reach the Seine River in time by just how the world's like poop system works, which takes another level of like intelligence.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
I feel like somebody that smart is using their time and energy on the wrong thing. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the pettiness.
I was gonna say that's.
I don't know what day I would have to have pooped, but I would have loved to. I would have done it because I fight for the good sides. I like to be a part of a good protest. I'll fight for something I believe in.
Yeah, something interesting.
So yeah, you missed out on it too. I'm sure I would have sent you the link. I would have sent everybody the link. I'm like, always help Paris out.
True. Hey, pooped at this time.
Yeah, because there's anything that anybody that knows about tax dollars being wasted on the wrong thing is us as Americans.
This is true.
So we can come together for one thing, and it's to stop that. So I'm honestly impressed. I don't know how it worked out. Clearly, they don't have enough time to clear this damn river. Another part of it as well, I believe the reason they picked yesterday is because the prime minister and I think the mayor or some people that are like elected officials in Paris and France were going to go into the river yesterday, the 23rd, to go into the water to prove that it's safe enough to swim in. Basically, because everybody's like, yo, this don't look clean, bro. And they're like, trust me, we're going to go in it. It's fine.
Don't worry. I swear it's okay.
We're going to go into the water ourselves to prove to you that it's clean. When else did that happen? I feel like somebody in the US did something similar to like prove that something was clean, or like it might have been drinking water or something.
It might have been when the water.
Yeah.
Probably.
There was some point where it was like, yeah, like I'm going to show you guys how okay it is to drink. I'm going to drink the water or whatever. So yeah, they wanted to, in response to that, they planned to poop in it the same day that they were going to, take a little dip. I don't know if they were actively squatting over the river because I don't know what like the laws are in Paris, whether or not you can do that or not. But I don't know if they just took like a bag and just dumped it. That probably would have been my route. I don't think I'm just going to have bare booty out in France. They already don't like Americans as it is. So,
hey man, you kind of can pass
as French.
Yeah.
I mean, like anybody could. Cause like, there's like,
exactly.
Like, so, who Mbappe is?
Yeah.
Like he's French. So like,
exactly.
It is what it is. But like also I open my mouth and then I'm like, stupid American. And I'm like,
just don't open your mouth. You just look at them and just,
what it is?
Why you're squatting?
Because like one people have said like like the idea of Paris and France is like it's not like the movies, like any city, you go to New York and it's like, obviously like New York is a great city, but it's not because of the reasons you see on like the film and television. Like, it's just like, there's a lot to do. It's a beautiful place, very diverse. It's like great stuff, but it does have like a stinky, poopy, ugly rat side.
Yeah.
But if you can embrace that, it's fine. Same with Philly. You know what I mean? Like me being in Philly for like a week is like, yo, like there's a lot of great stuff to do, like great places to eat, beautiful city, especially for like bringing somebody who's never been to it. They notice things that like I'm so used to walking past. I'm like, yo, this is like, it's a nice place. But then you realize the other sides of it where you see, the drug issues.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think it's a matter of like how long you're there for.
Yeah.
It's how long you're along there. Because if you're there for, like you said, a week and you do all things planned out that you want to do or whatever, like you're going to miss a lot of stuff that's there all the time that people don't like,
Yeah,
so you're not seeking out for it. So yeah.
but like at least it does have its bright sides in some aspect. Same thing with Paris. It's like some people are like, yeah, like you go to the Eiffel Tower and it's like it's cool, like it's just a tower. Yeah. Or like, maybe a little stinky, the Europeans, especially the French, some of them don't like to wear deodorant. It's just a fact. It's just a real thing.
So they were like, so it's like the fan expo kind of
exactly,
situation.
but they just all live like that. They don't believe in it. A lot of European countries are like that. So yeah, there's a dark side to all that, and that's my fear too. Is like, I would love to go there, but then you hear these negative things, and I know that everybody has their negatives. I went to Colombia; it was a beautiful place, but obviously it had its negatives. I saw some stuff that's like, this is upsetting that the world is like this.
Yeah.
They already don't like me or you. You know what I mean? Open mouth is gonna suck. I've seen Americans take videos of themselves or speaking, and they be like talking crap about you. Low-key want to learn a little French, just so I be like, "What'd you say?" I just want to learn I just want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna learn how to say that when I go there, like, and say with an aggressive tone.
Say?
Yeah, like what you say, and then do that about that photo, and then just to get that off. But yeah, my defense, I think that I'm gonna do if I ever go to these European countries, and I'm gonna just speak Spanish.
True.
You know what I mean?
That kind of
just speak no English, because like I don't speak French, but I don't speak English either. You know what I mean? So I'm cool. I can hide behind the Spanish, so they'll treat me nice, or at least like somewhat okay.
It's a little bit of a disguise,
That's my game plan if I ever do go to these places, so I don't get looked that funny. Because my English accent, my American English accent is not gonna American. Yeah, I'm not British. I gotta differentiate that now. So I don't know, man. French Olympics. I would love to go in the Olympics, but then it's also like these people don't get paid like that. And then the American team just had their doctor get like freaking life in prison, damn near, or something crazy like that for like touching on the gymnastics team.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, Nassar or something like that, his name.
Yeah.
And they don't get paid like that. They only make sponsors. The place is gonna get trashed. I think we're doing Olympics in like the next one. I think we're doing the next one. I think it's in Los Angeles. Let me fact check that. Because I know the last one we did in the US was in Atlanta with like 98, I believe.
Dang, when I was born.
Yeah.
Jeez.
USA Olympics year. When is our next one? Tell me when that.
John says never.
No, I definitely saw that was supposed to be coming. Future Olympic sites. This is a great part about being on the Zoom part, I will say. I can just do this whenever. In Paris in this year, in LA in 2028, from the 14th to the 30th.
Oh yeah,
so low key might have to pop out.
Yeah, I mean,
just for one, that's the closest one I'm gonna be able to get to.
It is true. It's in the same country, but I wonder how many people will come over here and trash it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's gonna be a problem. We have
I feel like it. What were you gonna say?
We have the World Cup next year.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that. Yeah. I mean, LA probably is already trashy, so
yeah. There's like you think about that, like Skid Row and all that stuff. Like I got to see what the preparation is going to be wild for that too. It's going to be a lot of controversy, and then Australia is 2032.
Dang, it's crazy to say that.
Yeah.
But like, how early in advance can you even get those tickets?
I'm not sure. At least I know the World Cup is going to be. What do you call it? It's going to be this fall. They go live for next year. So I guess a year in advance. There's probably a crazy wait list.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, the Olympics goes on for a while. It's obviously not just one day. So
yeah, it's like 3 weeks or so. And then obviously like there's trials, like the Olympic trials and like the qualifiers and everybody who's like trying to get into it.
Yeah.
And obviously, even if I can't get into the event, I feel like I want to be there, because there's gonna be stuff around.
True. Yeah, it'll be really
Olympic
fun.
watch party.
Exactly.
That'd
be great fun.
But yeah, that's cool. I can't wait for it to start because like it'll give me something to watch during the summer, especially for work. Because like I can only do baseball. I can only do baseball for so long. At least right now we got some soccer, which I barely care about, but like it's something to pay attention to.
Yeah,
like the U.S. is doing something there. Then they have the Olympics. Gonna see something's gonna pop off crazy. There's gonna be some crazy story. I already saw now for like the U.S. track team, we got like 3 high schoolers trying to get on the men's side, trying to get in.
Wow.
On the women's side, I got my girl Sydney McLaughlin. I've been following her for grip. That's she a killer, bro. She gonna break records. Now she's like actually like older. I know in the last one she didn't do too hot, but it's okay. But yeah, man, pooping in the Parisian rivers. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Like, it's legitimately like a problem though. Like, it looks like the Delaware over there right now.
Yeah. And you're saying that they're using that for what specifically?
So there's some events like triathlons and stuff like that, and decathlons where they like it's like biking, running, swimming. Gotcha. So that's a huge part of it. I know for like the traditional like swim meets that they do, like Michael Phelps type stuff, that's going to be indoors. It's always going to be that way. But like the long haul stuff where like people are swimming and biking through hills and running and, you know,
those all that stuff. Crazy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like it's in doo-doo water right now. Like, and they already spent all this bread to do it. And it's next month, bro. Not even next. It's like in 2 weeks. Like June is done.
Yeah,
this is poorly planned. So like they either have to find another river, which I don't know how you even do that, or they just can't do the event, or they have to go outside of Paris to do it.
Something, bro. I mean, like it sucks, but like
they do a lot of events too. Like I don't get how they're. It's kind of crazy how much they do and like how they're gonna hold all these things at this time. When you think about it. Because how you gonna have like obviously the track meets, you have wrestling, you have ping pong, you have fencing, you have swimming, you have is bobsledding, that stuff is like Winter Olympics, isn't it?
That's winter, yeah.
And then you got what's the John sweep?
Oh,
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's also the winter, I would say.
And like hunting, and then there's like rugby, and then there's U.S. men's basketball, which all of America's about to just like dunk they what's onto the rest of the world because they think they hot stuff. We got the freaking Avengers popping up on our team.
We have to, bro. We can't keep losing, bro.
Yeah, because before it used to be like, oh, like no superstars would really want to go for real. Because like, why would I go and do that and like potentially injure myself or whatever? But now, like once the Europeans get a little confident, we gotta like remind them one time. So hopefully they do that. We don't got Kobe no more. So like Kobe used to be the one to do that.
He was always there. Yeah.
I wish it was back to a point where at one point it was just like college students that would go. It was never like a professional athletes would go. I feel like that would make it more even. So like collegiate age kids would just go at it and like it'd be a lot like, more exciting. They also have more to prove because like they're trying to build a name.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Like if I don't know how much LeBron cares, but like LeBron not gonna go all out like that unless he has to.
I mean, yeah, because do they all individually get a medal?
Yeah.
And they win. Okay,
it's a big deal too. Like there are guys. I think the most decorated one for the men's basketball is Carmelo Anthony. I could be wrong in that, but because I think he's participated in the most, at least in recent years.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, hey, if you care about gold medals, then there you go.
I would, bro. I don't care how much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would just to flex that. That's like another thing added to your resume, especially if you're trying to make the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Do something. Like I don't know. I mean, some people like it. I don't know.
I guess it's more so like it's more than just like I'm sure if they were able to just pull up and play the game and leave, that'd be cool. But there's so much more to that. Where you got to travel, you got to do the press, you got to, navigate all that stuff. So, and it's your off season. Like you spend all this time doing that. This is like your time off that you're just giving up to be away from family, friends or whatever. So
that is also true. It does suck.
And for the guys that have been doing it for a decade plus, like I'm sure they cherish that even more as their kids get older. So it's like their personal life stuff that gets in the way. But if I didn't have any of that, like, I'm like, send me to everything, bro.
Right,
I want a chance at all the trophies and all that. Cause like once you get a certain age, you can't go back. Like you're out of it.
You're not going to be recommended for it.
You know what happened? Or were you going to say?
No, I just said like what you were saying about the college stuff. That would be really cool though, just to see that because like you said, they will make a kind of like a name for themselves. So just kind of be like people that obviously are good enough to do it, but it would be like even. So I think that would be a really cool thing if they did that.
I hope this one's gonna be special, man. We need the Usain Bolts and the Michael Phelps to pop up. We need to see who those guys are gonna be. Yeah, it's a void right now. Exactly. You gotta fill that up.
Usain Bolt, man. I remember there was that one year, bro. Man, that man's name was not. It wasn't everything.
Yeah. I think he did his last one that he like, I remember it was kind of like a scandal in Brazil or something that he got caught on video at a gas station with some shorty. But
such a random yeah. Like, bro, why would you catch him there?
He was on his way out.
He a robot. That's why he's so fast. He's got gas.
And I think one guy from the swimming team got to like a fight at a gas station too or something. I might be mixing up stories, but he like lied about. But he like lied about it. I'm mixing them up. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that all plans. Like, you know who didn't get onto a team though, which I'm like not upset about, but I was like, damn, like it would have been cool to see her on there.
Oh,
Caitlin Clark. They left her off, man. They said she wasn't experienced enough, but I'm like, let her get experience, man.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
But I will say the people that are on the team is like, all right, Valley, like you need these people on this team. It's like she was already struggling on WNBA teams, so
that's true.
Chances are she was. I just be like, yo, just bring her there. Like let her practice with you or something. I don't know. Let her get some tips in, but.
Who knows? Maybe she just goes there by herself and then just tries to sneak her way in there.
Yeah, but it would have been cool to see her on there. But they were like, for inexperience, they left her off. If there was somebody on the team that I saw, I'm like, yo, like, what is she doing on here? Put Caitlin in there. But all those people, all the people that made the roster, like, I'm like, valid, leave them on there. So she'll be there for the next one. That's the thing that sucks though. Is like her next chance won't be for another 4 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, another 4 years to just get as good as she can get.
But that's missing out on a medal, dog. That'd be having me tight if I was a person like, yo, like, just put me on. Let me get in there.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah, like, just give me one shot. But I'm sure. I mean, the WNBA season's still going, but I would still want to, like, pull up, you know?
Yeah.
Go to an Olympic. I can't even imagine what those tickets are.
Expensive.
But it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know? How many people say they've gone?
Yeah.
You know what ain't really hit the same though? I don't know if it's just us, like, because like we grew up around there. Maybe I'm wrong, but like it just don't have that same oomph to it no more to me. Like the Olympics, or like maybe it's because the older guys have retired, or like the World Cup. Like I'm still trying to chase that same high that Shakira gave me with the Waka Waka song in 2008. The Olympics and the World Cup has not been hitting the same ever since then.
There is a slight little bit of peace when that came out.
That song took over, man. And nobody has been able to replicate it. And like I feel like they're not picking an artist to help out with that anymore. She's not even from Africa.
She isn't. And
why'd they pick her? I'm glad they did. But like maybe
she's the only one, man.
Maybe for the LA one, they should bring Shakira back.
They should. Will they?
I mean, she might need the money. She got some tax evasion issues that she had a little while. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I remember seeing something like that. But, you know, we have all these other artists that are quote unquote, I guess, popular. So they might end up throwing them in there. Throwing Sexy Red. And
okay. Nah, bro, that can't be our thing.
Yo, I'm just saying, bro, like we're that dumb to go and do something like that.
If we're not doing any of that, just call Miley Cyrus and have her do Party in the USA. Hey, you want to bring the world together?
There we go. I can vouch for that one too. I'm fine with that.
I don't care how tough you are. That song will put a smile on your face, man.
Once you hear that guitar come on at the beginning.
Yo.
You're like, okay.
Especially like the whole LAX thing. It's like, yo, like this is perfect. She made the song like 10 years ago for this Olympics, man.
Exactly. She knew what she was doing.
She was sending it up. But yeah, man. Why don't we do more like protests like that? Like we do. Like over here, it's like obviously like, yeah, we'll loot. We'll like walk the streets. I remember like George Floyd stuff. The protest was crazy. They was throwing tear gas at us and everything. But like let's do something that disrupts the life a little bit more. You know what I mean? Yeah, like get in the way of some things. I did see for like the Palestine stuff that people were like blocking the bridge and stuff, and like that's cool. Like that's actually disrupting something. But like what is our equivalent to like us pooping in something?
I don't know.
What's something that would really like mess up people's day?
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, I don't know.
Like there's already poop in our rivers, you know?
Exactly. It's already being done.
Yeah, like the government did it for us. They're like, you can't protest if we do it first.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you got us there. Dang. They took all the big stuff away from us.
Still the Fanatics costume.
Yeah. It's like, again, they took everything else from us. Like everything else that we could do would be too far to the point where it could get us.
It's like, yeah. Damn. See, that's why we got to take a note from the French, see what they be up to.
Exactly.
And there's like nothing can stop us really, because like they be greasing the poles and like that don't matter. We take it as sport now. We do it for fun.
Yeah, and we record ourselves, and that's how we make it. We make it work.
We already flip cars and light stuff on fire.
Exactly. You see, anarchy.
Didn't some guy like eat horse poop when we won the Super Bowl or something? Didn't something like that happen?
I don't know about that one.
I gotta look it up. I promise you that something like that happened.
A lot of these facts you're pulling up.
Listen, bro, I put guy eats poop. The second option, guy eating horse poop in Philadelphia.
Well, what is it for?
Eagles fan eats horse manure after Super Bowl win. I'm telling you, I didn't make it up.
Hey, I'm just saying, there's a lot of random stuff happening.
Yeah, so like obviously the cops had their horses with them, and I guess one dropped, and he's like, yeah, and there's video. We're gonna stop right there because I'm not showing you guys that.
Yo, that's insane. Like, this is why they look at us like this.
But like, wear it as a badge of honor, okay?
Wear that as a badge of honor.
Yeah, we're crazy, but we root for it. Who else can say they've done that?
Yeah, I won't. I can tell you that right now.
But that's our fan base, Mark, and that's where we'll leave it at that. Yeah. USA 2028 Olympics. Maybe you can still, if you poop now, it might reach Paris before the Olympics. So if you want to support the cause, so look at that, man. It should be there by Thursday.
Hey, man, I'm down for it. Yeah, I'm part of it.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys for listening. We'll be back in the studio next week. Peep out our next Thursday video. Appreciate all the love always. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.